able to know what you're going to produce. It is important for you to be able to have the information about what markets are available and where.
Even owning a phone, it has to be sometimes at the discretion of the man.
For example, your freedom of expression starts from within the home, within the corporation. If you have to call your boss Ba, or you can't call him by his first name because there's a cultural boundary there because he's older than you, or you can't talk back or you can't give feedback, there is no way you'll find that opportunity online when you're talking to others who are older than you or who are higher than you.
For today, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to the first ever Lusaka Internet Forum. The first ever, which is being co-hosted by the Embassy of Sweden here in Zambia and ZGF, which is an international forum for in-depth dialogue and discussions on how free, open and secure internet promotes human rights and development around the world.
This is the first time Lusaka Internet Forum is organized. We have built the concept with a co-creative, interactive, and participatory approach to the period. We want to make sure that we have a level playing field during this conference and everyone is entitled to speak their mind regardless of title, position, or power. We need everyone's perspective in order to reach the most tangible outcomes. Remember the campaign in Cameroon recently when the internet was shut down in some parts of the country? It turned out that it wasn't so easy to silence the internet or its users. To some extent, the internet is where the battle of democracy is being fought. Understanding what shapes the world means that we need to understand the internet. 2. The internet can be dangerous, but so can the kitchen knife. Let's today concentrate on the opportunities that the internet brings when it comes to, for example, freedom of expression, agriculture, and gender equality. And now my final thought. We need to build an inclusive future together. And for that to happen, we need an internet that is based on equality, freedom, and access for everyone, all the time.
A free, open, and secure internet plays a crucial role in human development. ICTs provide many unprecedented opportunities to act as a tool for change. But everyone does not have equal access, and we need to bridge these digital divides. Today, growing inequality is one of the biggest problems globally. This is not least manifested here in Zambia, a country that remains deeply unequal with geographical, urban, rural, educational, socio-economic, and not least gender divides. We need to make a concerted effort to utilize, amongst others, ICTs as a force to bridge these divides. We need to build an inclusive future together, and for that to happen we need an internet that is based on equality, freedom, and access for everyone, all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, government realizes the importance of ICTs in the governance system. Through e-governance, government has streamlined its operations and thereby enhanced service delivery to its people. ICTs are being extensively used in government operations, including procurement, immigration, agriculture, medicine, to mention but a few. The Zambian government places great importance on freedom of expression, whether online, in the traditional media, or indeed in public discourse, because our country is a democracy.
Less than 1% of the households here in Zambia have got landlines, and people prefer mobile relative to fixed line technology. So by 2015, we had about 12.7% of households having access to the internet, regardless of the type of device. As at the end of 2016, we had about 5.2 million mobile internet subscriptions.
There is this facelessness about Facebook. that encourages people to say things that they would not generally. Do not say anything online about anyone that you wouldn't say to their face. So I would not say that the internet space is being used productively right now.
Almost more than 22 laws in our penal code alone, that suppress the freedom of expression. You have a situation where you have censorship in terms of public media institutions. If you're not praising the government, for instance, chances are that you would not see the light of day in a public media institution, newspaper, and the like.
Currently, we are using offline laws to fight online stuff, meaning like freedom of expression if somebody goes off the book. But because of the nature of the internet, which is borderless, I think Zambia police has found it very difficult to actually put a stop to things like fake news, alternative news, and other stuff.
It is evident that the use of ICTs by the women is not as much as it is by the men. For example, 46% of the women are using mobile phones and 54%. This is from the population. When it comes to what I would say is very, very relevant, which is internet use, only 6% of women in Zambia use the internet out of the population, and that's rather low.
Why doesn't ZICTA introduce a quota system to ISPs for incentivization to extend ICTs to rural areas? A kind of affirmative action, if you will. I mean, if only 6% use the internet, and that's inclusive, without desegregating men and women. So why doesn't ZICTA lobby government?
So for a woman to even own a phone, and also for her to even just maybe find money for bundles and all that, she still has to go through her husband. So looking at the gaps that are there, looking at the challenges that you've encountered, especially that these women are unable to even speak out, how well have you involved the man himself?
So when we look at agriculture, it's not just the animal husbandry and raising of plants, but it's all the things that actually go towards sustainability. So the key word around being sustainable is, can we actually move beyond rearing animals or growing plants for eating, but towards a market that actually creates money, that actually creates wealth, and that creates opportunity for growth.
Okay, so pricing for information remains crucial in terms of informing you about what kind of inputs you're going to use, what kind of crops you're going to produce. It is important for you to be able to have the information about what markets are available and where.
We thought of sourcing market information from ZNFU, from SLAS, from Lima Links, Muzika, and this is the information that can be provided out into USSD platforms, a smartphone app, or a feature phone, the $1 phone which she's raving about too. We also said we partner with the logistics, using obviously technologies that do exist, Google Maps, to find out the actual rate of transportation from point A to point B. That is all accessible using different formats. As I said, there's a smartphone, there's a toll-free number that can be paid for by advertising revenue from the agriculture companies, and that toll-free line will have local language translation. So somebody who can't read, they'll be able to at least converse with the system itself.
The internet gives citizens, it empowers citizens actually with their freedom of expression. It puts their right to access to information in place, and it also specifically empowers journalists like Mr. Patson's video who is seated there, their press freedom to gather, process, and publish news without any form of hindrance.
Our session was on gender and access, And some of the things that we discussed and took away from the session was the role that ICTs play for women in developing women financially and growing women financially, and how exactly they help women develop in the home and how they can do business using ICTs. We also discussed the research done by Zita on generally people's access in Zambia to the internet. And we found that generally the numbers are low, but of course for women the numbers are embarrassingly low, and only about 2% of educated women are actually using ICTs more than men, which is surprising. So we proved that when women are given access, resources to some of these opportunities, they actually use them to better themselves, and they actually perform even better than the men do.
The Lusaka Internet Forum couldn't have come at a better time than this, in the sense that we had a forum where to express our views regarding to ICTs. Of particular interest actually is the legal framework around the ICTs, which we have learned and we've emphasized to say there is need to hasten the process, to haste the process, such that we will have a legal framework that will govern or guide the ICT industry.
As much as ICTs are inevitable in agriculture, but at the moment they are not really harnessing it as it's supposed to be. One, it's because we feel as farmers, in the farms where we are, internet is hardly accessed. So being one of the sustainable goals, I think government and other policy makers should look at it to see that infrastructure is scaled out up to the remotest places, so that at least even the farmers will be able to access the internet. Of course, to have a phone is one thing and how you use it is another. So even the education should be given to the farmers so that they know the benefits of having a phone and what they can use it for.
Very, very great platform to share, collaborate, learn, and make networking in how best we can use internet to bring about the sustainable development goals. Excellent, excellent platform. Thank you.